Well, it's that time of day. It's 6 o'clock. It's time to launch a brand new one. And Nick, you are here launching it. How you doing, darling? I thought you were going to give me a kiss then.
Yeah,
there we go. That's right. Tick that box. Got that kiss in there. Now, it's been a little while since I've seen you with a one-day special.
Yeah, back in, was it August? Is it August?
It must have been, yeah. It's about that time,
roughly about
quite
August.
a while ago. And it's always very popular. So we know that it's going to be popular. We've got lots and lots of you who have been eagerly anticipating the next one-day special. Now, we'll let you know that it is worth jumping ahead on the website, because not only have we got a one-day special, we've got lots of other new things. We've also got a complete bundle where you can get hold of everything. So before you check out your baskets, do make sure you've got everything that you need in your basket, and do be tempted by that complete bundle, which we'll be sharing with you in a few moments. A couple of things I need to mention to you beforehand as well. Anybody placing an order for anything during Nick's shows, it's one per customer.
One per customer.
So if you place an order every single show, you will still only get 2 of these stencils, because you will have a pairing of stencils included with your order while stocks last. So make sure you get your order in nice and early to take advantage of those. And of course, it could be your one-day special that you are ordering. So we have got a prize winner, which we'll tell you about in a few moments, but I think we need to have a look at the one-day special before we do that.
Oh yes, this has been a long time in the planning. It's started off back in January, February time.
Oh, right, okay.
I stayed in a hotel here in Oundle.
Yes.
And there's the most amazing mural on the wall in the dining room.
Okay.
And I looked at it, and it's magical. It sort of transports you into another
I know the
world.
one you mean.
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it really inspired me to do this set. So I got in touch with a lovely lady called Jennifer Bell, who actually did the mural.
Oh, right.
And, you know, just to make sure that, you know, she was all happy, and she was over the moon that I wanted to share. So I just wanted to share. If you look on her website as well, I mean, she's got the most amazing artwork. I mean, it's not exactly the same as hers.
But inspired
by. It's just her artwork's amazing. You know, she's got horses jumping through walls. She's got... it's just something you've got to see. So,
and that kind of hole in the wall kind of aspect, that's exactly what you've got with this large stamp here. Now, obviously, portrait or landscape, the sentiment that we've got in here, that's obviously to fit in, has been done that way. But I'm guessing you'd normally look at this on a landscape because of looking at the kind of dimensions of the brickwork.
Yep. So the difference here is, I mean, the mural is actually a big scene, but I wanted to give, you know, to work with stamping, card making, scrapbooking, etc. I wanted to do that as a one-off stamp, and then do a selection of scenes, maybe bring some more in the future, or even your own other stamps that you've got at home, you know, for Christmas stamps.
Yes, good idea.
It'll couple with absolutely anything, so you can really change what you've got at home already.
Love that idea. Now, there's lots and lots, because you've got 3 sets within your one-day special. I'm going to share another one with you, again depicting some fabulous scenes, as you can see here. Look at these, wow. Almost like pencil-style drawings.
Yeah, so again, I wanted it watercolour-y, but, you know, obviously, depending on the medium you use, you can make it look different. So I've given you a Victorian scene, sort of a Swiss Alps scene, and then a traditional country, an English country scene.
Beautiful.
Maybe you could change that to an Italian scene or whatever. This one, I've deliberately left all the trees bare, because then if you use your SAA brush from Matthew Palmer, you can actually dress the trees to suit the season that you're going to use. So it doesn't have to be left like that.
Wonderful.
You know, in nature, if you see a tree, you don't actually just see leaves, you see the branches through the leaves, so that gives it a really good one.
We are busy for the one-day special, also busy for that complete collection, the details of which are at the bottom of the screen. One-day special is included with within that, and of course the associated saving that you're getting with your one-day special. But we'll show you some of those items. But the last and final set within that one-day special, love these. There's a lot of stamps.
Yeah, the last one, I mean, on the first one, I have actually given you some landscapes as well, the actual with the brick in the wall. But this one I wanted to give you mountainscapes, landscapes, hillscapes, trees of different sizes and styles, some evergreen trees. You know, in this way you can build up your own scene, either using them as masks or to actually stamp your design. So, you know, trying to get you, you know, I know some people are quite scared about doing their own landscape, so I just think this is a little bit of a helping hand. Yeah,
it certainly makes sense. And again, I mean, the finished samples that we're going to be sharing with you, some incredible finished samples. I mean, the backdrop there, you can see obviously using the stamps, but then that overlay stitched in place. Love that idea.
I've got to say thank you to the design team again. I know I always do, but the work is absolutely amazing. The samples, I've never ever had so many samples. There's more than double what I'd normally get back. People have really loved using these because although those scenes are designed to go behind the wall, obviously they make fantastic pictures just on their own. I mean, this is a lovely Victorian scene, just watercoloured, and then another one that you've got there that's left a lot without the colour, but looks equally beautiful.
I mean, look
especially
at
with the
that.
inking and what have you. It's just, it's got a depth there, you know,
Yeah.
with the perspective from those trees, you can really add dimension there.
I love this, where you can literally looking into a scene. We are incredibly busy. That complete collection is one of the most popular ways for you to get hold of your one day special, and already 10% of the stock of that one has gone. Love that sentiment there. Every day is a second chance, isn't it? Just if you have a bad day, then just go to bed, get up the next day, you've got a
Another chance.
fresh canvas to work with.
I mean, here it's been used as a Christmas card, and the colouring's lovely on that, and they've used the stencil behind as well, just for a bit more texture to that.
Lovely. And of course, we're talking about stencils, we're talking about dies. We've got some fabulous backing stocks as well. So if you did miss out on the ATC set, we've got that available during this. Don't forget, place your order for anything during any of Nick's shows, and you will get those 2 bonus stencils, 1 set per customer. So if you're placing your order nice and early, you can guarantee that you're going to get those. It is while stocks last, though, so make sure you get in nice and early. Now, something else I need to get in nice and early is the announcement of our winner, because you had a competition, didn't you, on Facebook?
Very
and
exciting.
what's that person going to win?
Well, this is a big prize. You're going to get the full one day special, and then you're going to get the 16 original heat transfer paints.
Okay.
Plus the 4 new colours. Watch out on Monday for those.
Oh, okay.
And you'll also be getting the prefixer and the thickener for those as well.
So that's all going to one person.
A huge bundle there.
Now, the winner, we're going to bring your name up on the screen. Congratulations, Susie. Susie, hey, you are the fortunate winner of all those goodies. A little bit envious of you, I have to say, as is a lot of people out there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Hope you enjoy them.
I'm sure she will. Now, the details are on your screen. If you're wanting your one day special, though, you are onto a winner with this one. Saving £10, giving you 3 sets of stamps, as you can see there. 33 stamps in total for £46.97. Beauty, you can spread that cost over 2 payments. So 116835 being that all-important item number, and 2 flexi buys of just £23.49. Now, of course, I mentioned it's part of a complete bundle, which has been busy, so it's only right and proper that we start showing you some of the other elements in that bundle, including these wonderful stencils. Now, these are lovely, these geo circles, like these.
Yes, these are quite different. I don't normally like stencils, and I'm sure I've said it many times before, but playing around with the circles and overlapping them and playing around, and it just gave such a really a nice look that that was something I wanted to do. This time I wanted to bring out some more geometrical shapes as well, you know, for a bit more of a... I think because I'm bringing out the faces as well, and the faces that are already in the library, you know, these go really well, because I always want to do things that are slot in with people that have invested already. You know, to carry on and give them, so they're not putting those stamps in the drawer.
Yes, yeah, because they don't get used when they're in a drawer, do they? We sometimes forget that they're there. And you're so right about using circles. When you start putting circles together, as you say, that crossover point that you've got, you have other shapes that suddenly evolve, patterns that emerge, and it gives you so much interest, not only with the little circles on this one, but then you've got your crazy crystals that a similar sort of effect happens.
I mean, it's you know, what you like you were saying with the different shapes. Depending on the colours you use, you can look at it one way and see more squares, and then you, or like those sort of square shapes, and then completely different with the circles. It's
and again, if you're using a strong colour like we saw a few moments ago with the black, but there you go, those gorgeous pinks, muted tones almost. So that's very effective, isn't it?
The stronger in the centre and then faded out towards the edges. It's lovely. It makes the card good on its own right, doesn't it?
Just, because you've just got that background there and those wonderful sentiments. You could actually be using that stencil on top of an inky mop-up and getting another effect. Love this one where some of your texture pastes have been pushed through the stencils as well. Very effective.
Yeah, some of them, I mean, they've got a really deep, what's it called? A deep
Oh, I don't know. I know what you mean. The depth to it.
The depth of it is amazing on
so
some
you can
of them.
get that relief.
Building it up.
Love that idea. Now, if you fancy the stencils, they are available on their own. You might want to add them in alongside your one-day special. That's okay. It's your shopping basket. You choose how to shop in whichever way suits you. But do bear in mind, these stencils are also in that complete bundle, as is the one-day special, and the details at the bottom of the screen. If you're wanting the stencils by themselves, though, £9.99, 851 if you're wanting those. So another set now. This is good. We've got a bit of Eastern delight with this one, and I love this design.
Yeah,
it's almost
really
a Moroccan look. Yeah, beautiful.
Sort of
Lovely.
And then the other one I've called Fantasy Fields. It's like a looking down at fields from above, you know.
Oh, I see. Like when you're on a plane and you look at all the kind of fields that you're flying over. Yeah, good idea.
I mean, since I've been playing with them, it's actually fantastic for a brick wall because it gives you that perspective.
It does. It looks like you're going down a corridor or something.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's loads of uses for that, using just like a section of it, or using it as a whole, or as I say, use it with your one-day special.
Definitely.
To give you that extra dimension.
Beautiful. Again, the texture, paints, paste putting through these as well. Lots of different ways you're going to be able to use it. We've got so many finished samples. It's incredible.
Amazing. I mean, it's just,
huge
I've never seen so many.
Now, if you're wanting this set again, £9.99. Very quickly going to give you those details. Again, we're already 10 minutes in, and I know we want to see demos with this deal. So 388602 if you want those, just £9.99. But guess what? They're in that complete bundle, the details of which are at the bottom of the screen. So if you've already placed your order for that complete bundle, you know that these are going to be on their way along with everything else, including the next things that we're going to share with you. And again, we're looking at dies. Now, you are known for your dies to bring us such amazing designs, and of course working with the stencils that we've seen previously. Perfect.
Yeah, they've these ones, again, it has been due to people asking for other ways. You know, I brought these out in a stencil before, and they proved so popular. But there are things that you obviously can't do with a stencil. So I brought them out as striplets.
Nice.
So, I mean, these have been lovely. I mean, the Retro Chaos has always been one of my favourite stencils anyway. It's a real go-to for a lot of things. So putting it into a die was just the next step. As all the dies, I know I wouldn't normally say it, but I am really proud of how these cut. I mean, they cut really well. I'm really pleased with the cuts.
And there's a lot of intricate elements in here. These little tiny pieces, they're always the tricky ones that kind of get caught in there, aren't they? But you can see they've come away beautifully. And you can see it being used alongside the stencil there. Very effective.
These also join up as well. You can join them up if you overlap the edge of the frame. You can actually bring that forward, so you overlap that part and it'll actually give you a continuation. So if you wanted to do, I don't know, banner, if you've got big enough cards or whatever, you can keep on going.
I like that idea. And again there, you just need, just like the die on top of a piece of cardstock. Cool little sentiment. There you go, fabulous card. Love it. If you fancy this set, then again, £17.99, very affordable. You've got your in and your outie with regards to these, and 278587. But guess what? It's in that complete bundle. You'll get used to that phrase. It really is a big bundle, and most of you are placing your orders for your items going that route. And I don't blame you, because that's where you got your biggest saving. Of course, Flexi Buy as well. But something else that's in that bundle is this set, and I must admit, I do like this one. I do like my circles.
Yes, yeah, I must say, you know, even though I said it's not my favourite, they have grown on me.
Yes.
You know, over time I've been, you know, edging towards more of the circles and those sort of flowing shapes, shall we say, you know, and this is just...
that
this
just
is
shows
amazing.
it's a twofer, that one, isn't it?
The twofer. I'm going to actually try and demo that, probably not this evening, but tomorrow. I just thought it was a really good way of getting the most out of your card, getting two.
Love that. I love this one. I mean, talk about have a groovy birthday. Definitely. Those colours, almost psychedelic.
Yeah, it's really nice 60s, isn't it?
That is lovely. And I do like paper piecing, but I don't like little tiny fiddly pieces. With these dies, they're good, manageable size pieces. Obviously, you've got some little small ones in there, but only a couple of them. So, yeah, nice and easy.
The shapes that come out of this as well are really good to use on their own, you know, for building up patterns. You know, they do really work quite nicely.
Good idea. I like that one. Love this tag here. Now, is this building up?
This was the one I was telling you about. I mean,
look at this way. They're kind of been built up on top.
And to give you that depth. I mean, that's like really 3D, isn't it, that one?
That is beautiful. But then, of course, you could be creating an aperture and putting an inky background behind it. So you can see where the white is, that's the raised area, but dropped behind it.
I mean, that's
backcloth.
lovely, isn't it? And
Isn't
then
it
you get all
beautiful?
because I mean, we've all got them. I mean, I've got piles and piles. I'm sure everyone's the same.
This is
You've
it,
got
yeah.
piles of backgrounds that you think, oh, I don't know what I'll do with that.
Okay.
Try it on these because it's such a
and
simple
easy.
card and no one knows how quick it's been, do they?
There you go. Now, details on your screen again if you're wanting those fabulous striplet dies there with that frame. Again, $17.99, very affordable, $255,514. Of course, it's in that complete collection. Now, this is a set that we're going to be chatting about perhaps a little bit later on, which is Builderman, and this has come about by kind of customer request.
Feedback again, yeah. It was. Quite a few people had asked for a larger face, and I toyed with it for a long time. I spoke to the design team about it and they were in agreement, and of course they couldn't work out which one they preferred, whether they wanted Trent or Bailey or Brendan. So when I started looking at how to make it bigger, it was going to work out that I didn't think people would want to be paying the cost, because to get a larger stamp it's almost using the whole size of your A5 stamp sheet. So what I came up with was an idea where I did the face without any hairstyle whatsoever, and then I gave you on the same sheet the 4 different hairstyles. They all fit perfectly. They've been resized so they fit the face perfectly, but also it gives you the option to do your own hairstyles as well. So just stamp the face, and I mean there's some amazing samples from the design team again where they've you know, just stamped the face and then just added to it with other things, not hair, you know, cogs or
loads of ideas. That's a perfect
words,
one to
you know,
show that.
like sentiment words coming from the head.
I love that. It's almost like the way the thought process,
Yeah.
all those cogs
Yeah.
going around. You know, we often say I can hear the cogs whirring when somebody's thinking. Well, there you go. Perhaps that's what's going on inside their head. Again, this particular set that we're chatting about, 10 stamps, incredibly affordable at $18.99. And again, you can go for it by itself if you wanted to, but why not consider that bumper bundle with everything in there, because you can spread the cost for that. So $99258 if you're wanting that set on its own. But the complete bundle, this is the way the majority of you have been getting hold of it. You're going to get the set that we've just been looking at. You're going to get all of those striplet dies. You're going to get all those stencils, and you are going to get your one-day special. On top of all of those associated savings, you're also going to get an introductory saving of £11 and the ability to spread the cost over 2 payments. So if you are considering your one-day special, bear in mind the cost of that is at the bottom of your screen, £46.97. For just a few pounds more, you will be making that first flexi buy payment, and of course you've got your Freedom member discounted price as well. So means that if you're a Freedom member, you've got an additional saving of £22.09, and of course that means you've got your flexi Freedom, which means again that is going to come down to just £49.92. Now let's pause for a moment, have a look at what's on your screen. If you were thinking about going for the one-day special at £46.97, there you go. You can see on your screen there, for a little less than £3, you are able to make that first payment as a Freedom member on your complete bundle. You'll actually be spending just a little bit more than you were anticipating spending, but you'll have all of those items, all those brand new items that Nick has brought to us. And of course, you'll have a second payment in a month's time, but you'll have all that creativity at your fingertips. So why not take advantage of that deal with the details on your screen there, 438226. So Nick, what are we up to?
Right, so I thought I'm going to start off quite simply, but I am going to be using the part of the one-day special. So
Lovely.
if I just pop that there.
Yeah, please
so
do.
I'm going to use the Lush Landscapes.
So the Lush Landscapes.
So I thought I'd ease you in gently.
Okay, fair
and
enough.
myself as well, obviously. So here I've Clarity card blanks,
Fabulous.
always my preferred.
They are brilliant,
fantastic for taking all your colour. You can't go wrong.
That's it. Oh, should I very quickly as well? I forgot to tell you we've got a happy hour deal. I meant to tell you that as soon as we got back here. I'm sorry, Nick.
No, that's
jumping
right,
in.
not at all.
Don't want you guys to miss out on this though, because we've got each of the live shows that we've got with Nick. You have got a happy hour deal. Details of which are up on your screen. £29.98. You're saving £10 on the help me out, Nick.
The Trisco Decadon.
Trisco Decadon. I can do the Decadon bit, but I can't
Just
do the
put them
rest of
there
it. And it is here, which is a 13-sided counted shape, as you can see there, and we have counted all 13 sides of there. And what we will do is we'll have a little look at some examples in a few moments as to how you can use this. But if you want to jump ahead and get hold of yours, the details are on your screen. You're getting lots within there, lots of different dies, so you can mat and layer to your heart's content, and perhaps create layers using some of those stencils, some of those dies that we've touched on. Works out just £1.24. And I love the shapes that you're getting with these and all those layers.
24 dies altogether, so you get the two sets, the nesting ones and the layering there.
Perfect.
You know, I know, you know, I wanted a layering set, but I wanted something very different. You know, not your regular squares or.
Yeah, something a bit. I think you pretty much hit the head on nail on the head there with 13 sides.
And again, with, like I've said before, I'm not a circle person really, but I wanted sort of a circly square.
Yeah, a squared off circle.
Yeah, so that's where it came about. And you know, I also don't like very large borders on a lot of cards. I like a very fine border, so that's how that came. So both together, you've just got everything covered.
Lovely.
So what I'm going to do here is, as I say, I've got a card, I think 7 by 7 square.
Okay.
A piece of copy of paper, and I've just given myself like a hill shape.
Yeah, lovely.
If you wanted to, you could use any of the stamps that have got your hillsides or your mountain sides for that, but I just wanted a sort of a sweeping section here.
Wonderful.
And really, I'm just going to build up a scene using the tree. Now, these trees, should I say, it's from my hometown, Watford.
Right.
There's a gorgeous park there. If anyone comes from Watford or knows Watford, you'll know Castlereagh Park. And I was there with staying with my mum, and I spent the day drawing trees. And these are actually trees from Castlereagh Park.
Oh, right.
So, you know, that's these are those trees.
I'll have to have a chat with my other half's son, because he's in, is it Rickmansworth?
Rickmansworth, yeah.
Down there, yeah.
Oh, that's, you know, Rickmansworth, Watford, and then you've got Castlereagh Park in the middle. He'll know Castlereagh Park. It's, everyone knows it. Right, so let's see, what else do we want? There's another card as well. I'll try and point it out to you later. They've actually used the trees, the evergreen trees, as flowers.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, that was, I hadn't thought of that.
I was looking at them as shapes more so than what they're meant to be, or what Nick's vision was, because that's the beauty of a design team. Everybody thinks of it as a different look.
So here I'm using the VersaFine Clair. This one's Acorn. I'm just going to do a mixture of brown and green for this card.
Okay.
There's no pressure needed on these stamps. Don't press, because you just don't need to. You can just place it, light pressure, and then that should be enough.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, they are really fantastic. He's done such an amazing job. You know, I think we're all heavy-handed when we first start, don't we? We tend to go a bit.
And I love these because they've got that sketchy feel to them. So if you wanted to kind of add to these, branch out,
that's great.
There you go. Get your micron pen involved with these and add your own little doodles.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest mistake we all make, and me included, is that overpressure, because what you do then, you splay the stamp and then you end up with a really thick line. Especially on the landscapes, you'll see.
I love the perspective that you've got with these stamps as well. Hit the nail on the head there, definitely.
Yeah, I love pattern build. You know, not pattern building. You know, building landscapes and things like that. I've always loved it. You know, I could spend hours. I'd love a diorama of them all the way across. And then obviously we want our evergreen trees as well, so we're going to. And this is a lovely flower, you know, as I say, I think it was
turn it into a petal.
Sue or Anne who's done an amazing design with the flower.
It might take me a while, there's a lot of finished samples there. They've been an amazing team.
I sat there yesterday afternoon looking at the samples, and I looked and I thought, oh no, this one's not from my set, I don't know where this is from, honestly. I looked twice, I thought, no, where on earth are these stamps? And then all of a sudden it twigged and I thought, oh, great, that's amazing. It was fantastic what she'd done. I was just, you know, I hate that phrase, blown away, but, you know, it was.
But sometimes as a presenter, we find that we hold up a finished sample that's behind perhaps a set of stamps or whatever, and you hold it up and you're looking at it and you're thinking, I don't recognise this stamp, have I picked it up from the wrong pile? And that's because the design team are so creative and use them in so many different ways.
And then I'm just going to use the smaller tree and just sort of just build it up. Just use it as bushes as well. Let me just move that along. So yeah, if you just use the top of the tree, it's just a little bit more higgledy-piggledy, and you can build yourself some bushes.
Love that, just as Nick's adding that. Can I very, very quickly tell you, we are busy for this set as well. This is something that we need to mention nice and early on. The reason being is we're not going to be able to get any more of these from what you were saying,
No,
Nick.
this is the first time I've been able to get it back since it sold out for the second or third time. And I can't get them back anymore. And I know they have been really popular.
They have. They're popular again during this hour as well, which is why I've brought them in at this stage. Details, you can see there, 9 dies you are getting. And of course, you have the ability to actually extend these. We may well get to see these as the show progresses, but just quickly showing you the boards for the time being, just refreshing your memory so as you know that we have got these available again. But as we've mentioned, if you're wanting them, this could be the last opportunity you have to take advantage of them. And I know when we launched these, they were phenomenally busy. 170007, £22.99 if you're wanting yours.
I mean, I've really loved the ATC ones. I mean, I've tried to bring them back, but it's been really difficult to get him to make anymore. Right,
oh,
so
wow,
that is,
look at that.
Should I hold it up? Or, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
go for
I should
it.
have waited, shouldn't I? So
That's okay.
That's the rough
That's
start.
lovely.
And then we're just going to replace the piece of paper. Sorry, I'm a little bit shaky. I always am on the first
You're always
go,
nervous, aren't you? And I
very
think
nervous.
any of our suppliers that come when
Boozy.
they're launching, well, it's a little piece of you, isn't it,
It
when
is,
you're
yeah.
actually creating something
It
and
is.
sharing it with us. So, yeah, and that's nice because it really shows that it's precious
You care,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I just I've said it so many times, but the best bit is watching what comes through afterwards, is seeing everyone's designs.
This is it, yes.
Because I always thought, oh, you know, I'm going to be great on TV. It's going to be fantastic. I'll do really well. Because you see yourself and Yanis and, you know, all the team, and you think, oh. In fact, I was watching Adam today, and I said to Patty, oh God, I wish I was as confident as that, you know, because it just comes so well across. And she said, oh, it's practice. And I said, yeah, but I said, I do try, but I always get nervous.
Oh, bless you. No, that's fine. You're doing a fabulous job, and everybody loves
so
it when you
that
come.
just gives you the. Oh, sorry, I've done it again.
That's okay.
So that just gives you a little bit more, and then just bring that up as much as you like. I quite like it just left
beautiful.
sort of towards, so it's a bit more of a grassy area.
Lovely.
You could do these trees. I wanted these as winter, and that's why I've done them as brown.
Wonderful.
And then I'm just going to choose a quick sentiment just to finish the card off. I think we'll have. Yeah, because I didn't mention, did I? You know, there's some lovely sentiments across all the sets. So I think we'll do that because that sort of suits the half card, doesn't it?
Does indeed.
So
And again, all those sentiments. You've got 33 stamps within your one-day special. Of course, you've got the fabulous set that we're working at the moment. A very affordable way for you to get hold of these. Your 2 flexi buys, which is on your screen, £23.49, and you'll get all 3 of these stamp sets in there. Your Splinters in Time, your Scenes in Time, and of course your Lush Landscapes, which is the one that we're working with at the moment. Now, they are available individually, but to be honest, the majority of you are going for that complete bundle because you're getting that one-day special with the associated saving, but then you're getting everything else that Nick has brought to us as well. So all the stamps, all the dies, all the stencils, and all of their associated savings. And if you're a Freedom member, you've got an even bigger saving on the whole bundle and the ability to spread the cost over £2. I'll show you everything again in a few moments, but have a look at this.
So this is one of the sort of the type, but a little bit missing types. It's a little bit sort of sketchy type, if you like. What you see is only half of what there is, which I think is quite nice. But that's a really simple card, really quite clean. And this one was inspired. Well, actually, it's one of Elaine's cards. I looked and I thought, well, you know, I'm going to do that. It's a really nice, simple,
beautiful,
easy
very
card
effective.
and a good use of the stamps.
It is indeed, and the details are on your screen. Freedom members, those are the prices that you saw on the screen there. If you're not a Freedom member, it's worth becoming a Freedom member because you are going to take advantage of that saving and spreading the cost over £2. It means that you're paying just around £3 more than you would be paying for the one-day special in its own right. So it's worth thinking about. Something else that's worth thinking about, and I'm going to bring them in because we are incredibly busy. Already 10% of the stock has gone of those. And if it carries on the way it's going, potentially we could miss out on these. So I've brought in some finished samples. Can you talk us around the ATC set?
Yeah, of course.
For anybody that's not seen it. Let me move your beautiful card out of the way though, because we don't want to squash that. There we go. Okay.
Right, so with the ATCs, what I wanted, I love ATCs. There's lots of ATC cards out there. but they've all got that little bit of extra given to them already, and I think a lot of people that are really into their ATCs, they don't want anyone else's influence. So although they're wonderful, you know, lovely shaped edges and things like that, there wasn't one that was the perfect size that was just very plain.
Okay.
But obviously I didn't want to just give you that, so I added a lattice overlay.
Now, I'm not being funny, that's a lot bigger than an ATC.
It is, yeah. Because I wanted to, you know, I'm a crafter. I want to spend as little as possible and get as much as possible. So I made it so that you could leave it in the card or take it out.
So has that been done from that die?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So
gosh, that's quite a transformation of size.
it locks in quite well. Shall I open it and I can just...
Oh, if you don't mind. Oh, it's...
let's see where we took it.
What have I done with it? Did I bring the die with me? Or I don't think I bought the die with me. I just bought the boards. We'll find it.
Do you know what? I stole it off you. I bet.
You stole your own die back.
Yeah.
Within this, you have got a set of 9 dies. And this is the thing that I love, because you've got somebody who's got such a passion for ATCs that's put everything that he wanted within an ATC collection as dies in that set, so you know that you're going to have your durability with this, and you kind of all your different permutations of it. Very, very busy now. 20% of the stock has gone, and don't forget, once this is gone, that is it. We're not going to be getting any more. Okay, so the dies. What have we got within the dies
right,
then?
so this is your lattice die, and it's got a cartouche there.
Okay.
So the cartouche is for if you want to stamp a little sentiment or a meaningful word.
Okay.
Something like that. Now, obviously, if you want a lattice over without that, what you have to do is you turn the die and then you cut it again.
So you set it back into the die set.
And it will actually lock.
Okay.
I wonder if it will on this one. It should do.
Gives it a bit of a wiggle, and you'll find that it is. It's probably not easy when you're holding it up like so. There you go. You got it.
So
there.
that, you know, you can see how much I'm moving.
So the first time that you cut it, it leaves a little rectangle in there, but then you top and tail it, turn it round, and it will cut it out. But obviously, it doesn't have any effect on the piece there.
So then, if you want it longer, you do the same there.
So you do
and then
2.
You just move it up.
Then rotate it and cut it again twice.
And then you can just do as long as you want. Again, as long as your piece of card will take it.
So could you just keep going? Yeah. So if you've got, I don't know, a metre length piece of card, you could do it with that.
Yep,
wow.
Definitely. So
all from that one die.
Don't be lazy like I was here. Use your masking tape.
There we go, yeah, definitely. Now, I'm going to let you get ready for your next demo, if that's okay, Nick. We'll probably look at that a little bit more as the hour progresses. But I need to tell you about that happy hour deal, because lots of you have been taking advantage of this as well. 10% of the stock has gone. Now, don't forget, if you're wanting to take advantage of this, it doesn't mean that you can't take advantage of upcoming happy hour deals. Every single live hour with Nick, you are going to have one of those at your disposal. And don't forget, you are going to be getting that prize. Well, it's not a prize, it's a giveaway, isn't it? It's a little gift that Nick is including, which I've happened to lost. Oh, no, I haven't. I've got them here. Yeah, all you need to do is place an order for anything. And that does include your happy hour deals. So if you do decide to go down the route of getting your happy hour deals, then you don't have to worry. You will still get those stencils that Nick is kindly including within your order. And these are they. Now, if you place an order during this hour and you choose to come back during another of those live hours, sadly, you won't get more sets of these. You will get the 2, but you will know that they're on their way to you if you order nice and early. It's only while stocks last, so if you were leaving it to the latter part of the one-day special, can't guarantee that you'll get hold of them, so get in as soon as you can. And perhaps it's the one-day special that will tempt you to go for these. And I love this because you've got 33 stamps in here. And as you saw from that demonstration from Nick, what he does is he breaks those sets right the way down. He doesn't want to give you something that's all put together and kind of could take away your creativity. With this, you've got those individual elements that when you build them together, you're also almost making your own stamp sets with these and your own finished stamp. But there you've got a scene there though, so if you want a building block to get started with, then you can do. But the key thing is, whenever you start working with Nick stamps, you know that you are going to be in very good company, because the design team creates some beautiful pieces. Now, I've stepped away from Nick for a few moments, so if you are looking at placing an order for anything, now is the key time to do. You're not going to miss anything, any part of his demonstration at all. But don't worry, I won't keep you waiting too long before we get back down there. But look at this. I love this. You're kind of peering through. Now, it could be that you're peering into a cave. It could be that you're peering out of a cave, perhaps looking at a landscape on the horizon. Maybe you're looking through the ceiling at another planet. It could be whatever you want it to be, because you're peering through that break in the wall. But here, you can see that break in the wall is giving you the opportunity to see a fabulous scene beyond it. Could be a Christmas scene. It could be a summer scene. It could be a beach scene. It could be whatever you want want it to be. But equally, you could just take one of those little stamps there and build up a beautiful design. Whether it's your card, I love this. It's kind of got a bit of a French look to it. I think a Provence kind of look with that. Ooh, get me with my Provences. I say, ooh. Now I sound a little bit like Del Boy, don't I? But there you go. But I love this because this is kind of like going off to the seaside, isn't it? You see those lovely white-walled cottages and buildings around. But again, there's something as simple as that, taking that outline and creating something truly beautiful. And that's what you can do with your one-day special. 2 flexi buys, or you can go for it all in one go at £46.97. Don't forget the complete collection that includes your one-day special, though. That first flexi buy payment is just £49.92. So it might be worth going down that route if you want to get hold of it that way. And if you do go for the complete collection, you'll have these within your bundle as well. Lots of other things, but key things with these, you've got these wonderful stencils. Have a look at these. And these ones, you've got your geo circles here, and you've also got your crazy crystals. So you've kind of got the fluid motion of the circles, and I love the way that they interlock, and you've kind of got those little patterns that are emerging. When you look at the centre of some of those, you might see little square style flowers, but then you've got kind of little ellipses. Obviously you've got the main circles in the centre there as well. Lots of fun and interest you're going to get with those, because of course it gives you lots of areas that you can push your paste through. Here you can see where it's been built up layer upon layer. That is the key thing with these. Maybe you're going to be putting your glitter paste through this. I mean, look at that. Making your own backdrops with these. I love this idea where you've got those dark tones but a rainbow of colour under there as well. And I have to say, I couldn't wait to get to this piece. It was right at the bottom, so I had to move some of those finished samples to get to. But look at this. This is right up my street with your fabric. So many fabric journals emerging at the moment, and I think that's a beautiful illustration of how you can take those and showcase your stitching, showcase maybe vintage buttons that you've got. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Now this particular set of stencils is just $9.99, but again it's in that complete collection. So again, if you have placed your order for that already, then rest assured these will be on their way to you as well. $9.99,851 if you're wanting those. But there is more to consider, because of course it's not the only set of stencils that you're getting in your complete collection. You're getting these two as well. And these are lovely because you've got your Eastern Delight with that kind of Turkish or Moroccan feel to them. Again, a gorgeous tessellated design there. Very, very usable, whether you're isolating areas or using it as a complete background. But then of course you've got that fabulous fantasy fields, and it's one of those ones that you look at and it kind of plays tricks on you, because it depends again where you're concentrating your attention as to the layout that you get with these. Again, both of them come to you for just $9.99, incredibly affordable as they are, but again, they are in that complete collection. 388602 if you are wanting those. Lots more there's within that bundle. You've got things like your dies in there as well, which we're going to touch on in a few moments, and of course those fabulous stamps with regards to the faces, which I'll show you again in a few moments. But have a look at these, the striplet dies. Keeping that continuity going with regards to those geometrics. And I love these retro chaos. I mean, they are, when you look at them, they're chaotic, but they're beautiful at the same time. And I love the angular feel that you've got with these, because you can see there, you can place them down, twist them round, flip them over, you'll get a different look each and every time. But again, enough of a die to kind of cover a backdrop, but without you losing the backdrop. So again, the glitter cardstock here, absolutely perfect with that overlay. Simple, but how effective is that? Love that retro look. And of course, Nick's bought us retro style stamps and dies. So again, that'd be a lovely backdrop for any of those. It's going to work well with things you've already got in your collection. So both of these, your innie and your outie, you are getting for $17.99. But again, it's in that complete collection. 27858 if you wanted those. Sorry, I tripped up on me. I wonder what you'd get if you ordered that number that I just gave you. Bit of a surprise, but there you go. Next up, we're looking at circles, and I love this. I do like my circles, I must admit. And this is brilliant because when you look at it, it almost looks like you're looking at, it could be a galaxy that you're looking at, different planets with rings around those planets, or maybe just kind of got that hypnotic, almost a kind of psychedelic look with the circles. Again, nice open areas, so if you've got a nice backdrop, you can cover that. And this is a fabulous idea because what you've kind of got an aperture where that aperture has been cut, but then you've got a piece of card with that backdrop put behind it. So very quick and easy. Like that idea. Maybe a bit of paper piecing. Again, it just works so well. And of course, for each one of these, if you've got say 4 different colours, then you're going to be making 4 tags in effect from those different cuts. So it's a really quick one for you to build up. And then again, if you're wanting to use it with your backgrounds, your inky mop-ups, perfect. But I love the idea of multi-cutting those, layering them up and almost creating your own grey board that you can use with your texture paste as well. Love it. $17.99 for this one, $255,514. A couple more elements to share with you before we get back to our lovely Nick, including this one here. And this one is something that you have requested. You wanted these designs on a larger scale, but Nick had to think about the cost effectiveness and bringing them to you at a fabulous price. And that's exactly what he's done with these. So within here, you've got 10 stamps that are interchangeable. So you've got the jawline, you've got the features, you've got the changes with regards to the hair with these, but you've got sentiments in here as well. So it really gives you that ability to create your own unique face. Create your face just as you can see here, or maybe you'll be using it in conjunction with other things that you've got and getting truly arty, as you can see here, incorporating those stamps within your stencils. Again, get your fabrics involved with these. Absolutely amazing effects time and time again. And do you recognise the backdrop for this one? There you go, there's those circles appearing again. Now, if you fancy getting hold of this set, $992,258. Again, it is within that complete bundle, which I'm going to refresh you memory of with those details. And this is it, you're getting everything that we've just spoken of. So all of those stamps, all of those stencils, all of those dies, 43 clear stamps that we've just touched on. You've got your A5 stencils, 4 of those, and 4 of your striplet dies. So £110.92 is that price. But you know what? Nick wanted to bring that price down even further, and that's why we've got a £22.09 saving for all you Freedom members out there, bringing it down to just £99.83. And of course that means that you can spread the cost. So as a Freedom member, you're spreading the cost to make 2 payments of just £49.92. And if you look at the 2 figures on your screen there, you will see the 1-day special is around £3 less than that, which means that you will get the 1-day special, but for that second payment you're getting everything else as well. So that is why it's proven to be so popular. I will keep you updated on those figures because we've been busy for everything. Don't forget you've got your happy hour deal. Don't forget you're going to get that freebie within there as well, and the ATC set as well. That's flying out. So
is that why not as well, or not?
It is. Yeah, it's a why not deal because you're going to be saving £22.06. So if you're not a Freedom member already, then tick that box and definitely. There you go. Right. So what are we up to then, Nick?
So I thought I'd do a die. It's another fast card.
Okay.
I don't think I've cut a die on here. I've just sort of relied on the goodwill. I mean, obviously, you know, you've been happy. I know you have, but I just thought I'd better do it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Today. So I just thought I'd do it.
I just turned up, so I don't mind what you do.
What I like to do with my dies as well is I like people to be able to use them through any machine. So if they've got the smaller machines, obviously the A5, is it A5? The A5-ish,
usually it's about an A5, is half of your A4, yeah.
Or for people that are lucky enough to have the A4 as well. So sometimes you can't do a card this size with a smaller machine.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's slightly bigger than the mouth of the...
Oh, right, yes, yeah.
You know, because normally you'd have to go like that. Well, I mean, you know, you do have to sacrifice the back a bit because you have to fold it over like that.
Yes, yeah.
So I've cut this first in the black card, and because I just wanted to give you a couple of ideas. So you could either have it on your black card and then just put a... Oh dear, that looks like chocolate, doesn't it? I do it every time I choose the wrong colours.
No, not at all. For my hometown, that colour.
Jo just left me a bar of chocolate, which was lovely. I ate that before. So that is very simple. So that is just one pass through your die.
And that's using the 2 dies from that set, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that is. That's all from the set. So that's one way of doing it.
Lovely.
Or you can cut into this. So all the dies that I usually bring, they're always 2 parts, so it gives you more versatility. So what I've done with the panel first is I've cut it using my outside die. Now I will just quickly, just in case you're watching, someone emailed me about the edging of a die that I did quite a while back. It was called the Graceful Striplet. Okay. And it's sold out and I can't get it back again.
Oh, right.
This was so popular, this edge, that I decided to reuse it, which I wouldn't normally do.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, so if you're watching, I couldn't find your email address to let you know, but this
I'm
is
sure they'll be
exactly the
watching.
same, slightly narrower, but exactly the same design.
I love that. We've had some fabulous emails in from people as well, so lots of you.
Thank you.
Lots of you have been emailing in with your support for Nick, and lots of you celebrating as well, because it's your first anniversary,
First anniversary,
isn't
yeah,
it?
I forgot to say that.
So yeah, so happy birthday.
Can't
from
believe it's
Nick,
exactly 1 year.
Gosh.
1 year ago today was
It's
my
gone
first
really
show.
quickly.
It has,
doesn't
yeah.
seem like 5 minutes. Wow. Gosh, that has shocked me to think that.
God, I know.
Mind you, this year in general, isn't it? It's just flown by. It's been an eventful year.
I remember because when I did my screen test, you know, and you give me all them tips.
I'll try.
It was, you know, it was very useful, very, very useful.
Some people sound very trying.
Right, so use your masking tape. I'm really bad, I never do at home,
Okay.
but you do really need to. So just pop your die slanted ways.
And
you
that's
don't need
to
any
make it
metal
easier
sheet.
going through your machine, isn't it, Jan?
You don't need any metal sheet at all, just pop it through like that.
Now, as the hour is progressing, and this is quite interesting, as you've seen the different elements demonstrated within the complete bundle, more and more of you are getting involved. So I can understand, to start off with, you might be thinking, well, I don't know if I'm going to go for that complete bundle because I like the 1 day special, I like this element, I like that element. But as you're seeing them being used, you kind of, more and more of you are going for that complete bundle. So I think you've got a bit of confetti going on there.
Yes, that's quick. Now, Barbara's got a fantastic way, because if you want to do your paper piecing, spray the dye, because then it'll keep your thing in. Unfortunately, with most of these, they just do. I haven't had them coated, but for some reason, they just fall out.
Yes, yeah.
And
I have to think carefully when I say this. She calls it trap the scrap, doesn't she? I think that's what she calls
she
it,
does,
doesn't she? Yeah, trap the scrap. Say it slowly, because you can imagine what it could come out with.
I mean, I personally wouldn't throw these away, because these are great shapes. I know, you know, look at that.
You can
That's
kind
like
of make
a little
a mosaic.
doggy.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
So,
It's like a little Scotty dog.
Let's just pop that there. Oh, I can never do that. Let me do it with looking down.
There you go.
You know, little robot dog, or you know, these are really fantastic.
Like
you know,
square brackets, aren't they? Those.
So don't throw them away, because they are worth keeping.
Lovely.
And just get the last few bits
we are
out.
bringing those individuals up, because there's lots of you placing orders in lots of different ways. Some of you have gone for the 1 day special. Some of you out there are choosing your individual elements, which is why I've brought the details up for this particular retro chaos striplet die, where you're going to get that innie and the outie, and 10% of the individuals have gone.
I think that's all I can.
That's nice, because it's kind of in segments as well as you look at it.
So as I say, this one, if you wanted to elongate that, all you do is you would have to do it like this first. Which way is it? Is it that way? I think it's that way round. So you just cut that,
and just lock
and
it
then
in.
you just do it like that, and then again, as long as you can do, as long as you need.
Wonderful.
So that's that. So then you can either place that over, so you get a really 3D look on there. Have I got that the right way around? Yep. So you can finish your card like that.
Fabulous.
Or just completely free and add your card like that. So I'll just pop that down and then just finish that off with a sentiment.
And again, the sentiments are all featuring within your 1 day special. Choose to shine, I like that.
Choose to shine,
words
yeah,
of
it's
advice,
nice.
yeah. Good
And
words
you
of
could go
advice.
on and on with sentiments, and I like to cut them up. I cut the sentiments up and make my own now, because there's enough words in the range now, if you've been collecting them, that you can start to make your own, build your own words. Because a few collections ago I put all the joining words like at and the.
Oh, I see, yes.
So really they will sort of start to give you your own things. I have got some nice sentiments in there this time. This collection's really quite good, and there's lots of other really exciting demos, I think. I'm quite pleased. Yeah, I wanted, you know, I always try and bring something demo-wise a little bit different.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to have trouble sticking that down.
That's okay. And of course, many of you watching us are obviously avid fans of Nick, and kind of followed Nick's journey through the years, because you've always been actively involved with shopping. I mean, I know our paths across many years ago.
Years,
Whenever we mention my DVD,
I love your DVD.
Nick learnt to knit using my DVD.
Yeah. Well, my nan tried with me and my sister for years from being very small to knit, and I just couldn't get it at all. I couldn't. She went for years and years, and I saw a cardigan that I really, really wanted, and I thought, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I bought Hayley's DVD, and I did the cardigan.
Years ago,
Absolute
years ago. But you are a very good knitter.
It was fantastic.
I love
I haven't
that.
done anything since then. Yeah, it's not going to stick on,
That's
unfortunately.
okay, don't worry.
But let's see if these will stick on. At least I can try and hold it up for you.
Now, time is ticking away. I can't believe how quickly the hour has gone. I'm going to bring these boards back in again because, again, we're busy for the ATC collection. Now, of course, within here, you're going to get your 9 dies. As Nick explained to us, that fabulous die that has been used down at the bottom there, that is the one that allows you to replicate these different pieces. Now, of course, he illustrated with his fabulous explanation of how you can take that original size and then repeat it to make that longer size, and again repeat it again to make it even longer. But of course, if you do it side by side, then you can get that wider piece. We'll chat a bit more about that in a few months.
That's actually great for gift boxes as well. You know, if you want a gift box either to see through for a nice lovely napkin or handkerchief or things like that, but equally as well putting a lovely bit of that designer paper from Barbara behind, or a bit of parchment, something like that.
Good idea.
I'll just quickly finish it. I know it's not stuck, I am sorry.
No, that's
Things
okay,
are bound to go wrong. But that is just another really simple card. You saw how easy the die cuts. I mean, this isn't thin card, it's, you know, mirror board, whichever one.
Very effective, I love that.
There we are.
Nice design, that one. And again, that particular design is within that complete collection. And here we go. This is that complete collection again for you. It's featuring your one-day special with the associated saving that you're getting from that, but you're getting so much more in there. You're getting the dies, you're getting the stencils, you're getting the die set that we just saw Nick working with, you're getting those additional stencils. You're getting 4 A4 stencils in total within this. And the price that you're paying is a phenomenal deal, especially if you're a Freedom member, because you're saving £22.09. So my advice to you would be, if you are looking at getting this whole set, then whether you're ordering by the phone or whether you're going onto the website, make sure you become a Freedom member, because you will see you'll be saving that £22.09. And of course, your post and packing will be taken care of. Obviously, you're going to have your first month's membership if you're not a Freedom member already, but even with that membership, you are still saving, and then you've got a whole month where you're going to be able to take advantage. And I've got a feeling you're back on Monday, and I wouldn't be surprised, knowing you as I do, Nick, whether they're going to have some Freedom members discounted prices on Monday, which obviously he's not going to tell me. But
I try and, I mean, you know, they're good, great here as well, because, you know, do help. We try and get the price as low as possible. You do.
Now, notice you've got the stamps out for the guys.
In case we had enough time, because I just want to do fantastic.
Let's go for it.
Right, so the Builder-Man. This was the best way of A, giving you a bit more versatility, but B, giving you the size that was, you know, more in keeping with some of the ladies' faces that were out there already.
Okay.
I haven't got my stamping thing, so I'm going to use the mat.
Okay, not a problem.
So,
and this is nice because you've kind of got interchangeable pieces.
Yeah. So here we've got the actual face first of all. So I just chose one face. So you've got your basic face. What should we use here? Let's do that one again.
Okay.
Oh dear, this will go wrong, won't it, when I have to do it by hand?
Don't worry, you'll be fine, don't you worry,
right,
don't you worry
so there's the face. Again, try and be, let me just do it that way because it's bouncy, isn't it?
Strong features on this. Is it designed around anybody in particular?
No,
just a face from inside
it's funny
your
how
head.
different it can look. So if I just show you how, oh dear, I'm really sorry, I do it every time, don't I?
I
keep turning it round and they've got the overhead machine.
Our Holly likes it, it keeps her busy.
There you are.
Keeps her busy.
Sorry. There you are. So that's really crisp. Again, don't push it because all you do is you get horrible splayed lines. It doesn't look very nice.
Change the shape of his face.
So that's your face. Now try and remember to keep it. I'll leave it down this time, I promise.
You're okay, don't worry.
So
just be comfortable, Nick. We'll
the
work
other
with
thing,
you.
Don't wash your stamps. I don't think you need to. Clean them off just by on a bit of copy paper until it starts to be. This is what happens when you press
oh, I see.
too hard.
You kind of got the double lines there. That's because it's splaying out as
so
you're pressing.
So then you've ruined your. I mean, obviously, I'm pressing hard now because I want the.
But it depends. That's kind of a nice effect as well.
Yeah, you could do that. But you know, for the
purposes of this,
Right. So, oh God, what hairstyle?
Well, what should we go for? We've got lots of choices there. You've got, was it 1, 2, 3, 4 different styles? So it could be that you're kind of going for a teddy boy look or more of a punky look with these.
Right, so go for this one this
time.
time.
Going for the Sandro look.
want to stick on there, does it?
That's
right,
okay.
so take your time positioning this. Oh, it's... Don't like sticking on this. There's
That's okay.
probably
Well,
some spray on that, isn't there?
Using your cutting board, aren't you there? So don't worry about that, because of course we're going to have plenty of opportunity to work with these. But I know that Nick wanted to kind of give you an idea of how to work with these in this first show, because there's lots of you out there. Oh, look at that! That looks like it's just one stamp.
Actually, leave it there. Sorry, I'm going to.
Don't worry. Don't worry at all.
So there we are. I mean, I have gone over a little bit. It should have been just slightly over that way, but that gives you the idea. It still looks quite good, you know,
like that with the hair coming forward.
I mean, the nice thing about this as well is just stamp the face, and then just, you know, it's a great way of learning to draw as well, or learning,
That's a
you know,
really
if you're not
good
good
point.
at drawing.
And I love that finished sample that we had with all the gears and the cogs, almost like the mind work.
Yeah,
and
it's really nice. There's some fantastic samples, but there's just so many. Hopefully, I'll, you know, afterwards rotate them a bit so that we can see some others.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's that. Do you want me to show you another one? Or?
You can do, yeah. Let's go
see
for
if
it.
we've got another.
What sort of time have we got left? We've just got a couple of minutes left, so if you wanted to do
I might
another
as well
one, you
use
can
the
do.
time, because just to show people that it is easy. It's not trickery or anything.
Now, of course, if you wanted to go for the stamp set by themselves, you can do. We have got those available, but they are part of that complete bundle, which is why I've brought the details up. It might be the last opportunity for me to give you those details of the complete bundle, but you've got the details on your screen. At the bottom of your screen, you've got your one-day special, which, of course, aren't going to feature the stamps that we're working with at the moment. But if you're going for the complete bundle, where rapidly approaching a quarter of the stock has gone, you will get this stamp set within your set. Now, of course, with this one, it's a beautiful set of different elements that you can build your own collage, almost create your own design with these. Do like this idea. And you've got all those different elements, including sentiments as well. During this hour as well, we have had that happy hour deal. Lots of you have been taking advantage of that. Don't forget, at 7 o'clock, the price is going to go up. But if you are wanting to get hold of this particular die set, you have got, is it 24 within there? No, 12 dies.
Yeah, 12 in each set.
So, yeah, so if you're going to have 24 dies within this set, giving you your 13 sizes, going from your largest right the way down to your smallest size with these ones. But that price, you're going to get that £10 saving, that's going to disappear at 7 o'clock. When Nick's back at 8 o'clock, there will be another happy hour deal which you can take advantage of. But don't check out your basket without taking advantage of that one.
There we are, so that's
Look at that.
done in the brown.
Isn't that fabulous? And again, you've got your blank canvas that you can then add your colour to if you wanted to use your pencils and things.
I mean, just exactly the same. You know, you could do it black and white and do the shading with HBs and your blending pens or alcohol markers.
Whichever way you want to craft.
Yep, whatever you want to do.
There you go.
Yep.
But we're going to leave those details on your screen because, of course, the stamps that Nick's just been working with and with all his other demonstrations, with the bar, our little chat about the ATCs in that complete collection there. £110 you're looking at if you're not a Freedom member, which is why I would suggest that you become a Freedom member, because it brings it right the way down to £99.83. Really is a bumper bundle, incredible value, and of course you've got all those fabulous design elements from our lovely Nick. We're going to see you again at 8 o'clock.
Can't believe it's gone so fast.
You're going to come have a chat with me and
definitely. Oh God, yeah, yes please. Yeah, lovely.